Hello everyone and welcome back to Table for One Please, or welcome to Table for One Please if this is your first time joining me. My name is Tommy Hensel, and if you've been following me, you know that I am doing a cookbook challenge. I've started at one end of my cookbook shelf. I'm reviewing each cookbook, then using a random number generator to pick a page, and then I'm cooking whatever's on that page. So this time I am cooking a recipe from Southern Living Cookbook for Two. You can find my review of that in a previous video or on my blog. I picked page 31. This was a good one because this is going to involve no cooking. It's just all cold preparation. It's from a recipe section of that book called Salad Sandwich Combo, and it's for meals to go. So essentially it's the recipe section of the book where she talks about how to make like quick meals that you can pack in the refrigerator and take with you the next day. So what we're doing is picnic salad rolls. Now, simple recipe. It calls for two hard rolls. So cookbook for two. I'm going to double the recipe because when I bought, I couldn't find the hard, like the round hard rolls, but I did find ciabatta rolls at Trader Joe's, and there are 4 of them in there. So I thought, you know what, I might as well just double the recipe and make 4. So I know it's counterintuitive for a table for one to be cooking from a cookbook for 2, and then even more counterintuitive to double it to 4, but I'll eat them because they're probably going to be pretty tasty. So there are really just 2 types of ingredients. There are the veggies, and then there's the wet ingredients. So what it calls for is chopped celery, a cucumber, tomato, green pepper, parsley, and I tend to use the flat leaf parsley. It calls for dill pickles, and I had some cornichon in the refrigerator, so I decided not to buy dill pickles. I'm just going to chop up the cornichon. And the recipe then also calls for onion, but I am allergic to raw onions. Once they're cooked, I'm happy all day long, but raw, not so much. So I decided to omit the onion, but because I wanted to keep a little crunch and give some color, because we're missing a little color, I decided to throw some carrot in there. And of course, a little pinch of salt goes a long way. Now, what's interesting is that the wet ingredients that then go into the rolls involve mayonnaise, and then she calls for either garlic or onion flavored dip. So I decided to go with this Trader Joe's caramelized onion dip. I'm going to apologize in advance if you've never had this and you go buy it, because it is, for me, like crack. This is the most addictive of all things. So use carefully because you're probably going to keep buying it over and over. But that's the combination of wet ingredients that binds everything together. So what we do is we're going to slice the top off the ciabatta rolls, scoop them out, then I'll save that to make breadcrumbs or something, and then you put all these ingredients in. Alternatively, you can line them with lettuce leaves, so I'll probably do that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go away, I'm going to do a little chopping and preparing, and when I come back, we're going to put it all together, and it's going to be the simplest of all recipes. So stay tuned, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Well, hello again, everyone. I am back, and I have prepped all the ingredients for the picnic salad rolls. So what we're going to do first is put the quote-unquote dry ingredients into the bowl. We'll add the wet, and then I'll assemble one for you, and then I'll go off, do the other 4, and we'll come back and I'll sample it for you. So we have a variety of stuff here. This is our cucumber, or sorry, this is the celery. So we'll put the celery in. As you remember, I'm allergic to raw onions, so I decided to put carrots in instead. Cucumber. I'm making a mess. All right. Tomato. Here is a little bit of dill pickle. In my case, it's cornichon. Fresh chopped parsley. And green peppers. All right, so all of that is in the bowl. And then you add to it the amazing caramelized onion dip mixed with mayonnaise and a little bit of salt. It's rather like baking, because then when you have some left over, You have to lick the spoon. So the goal here is to incorporate. It's very easy. All right. And of course, I'm making more mess here. Great. So that's incorporated. So, as you remember, they calls for hard rolls. So what I did is I bought some ciabatta rolls from Trader Joe's. It calls for lining them with lettuce leaves and then filling them. So I'm going to try one right here. I'm going to try to be as artistic as possible. So there we have a lovely ciabatta roll. I have a big bowl of ciabatta breadcrumbs now because you hollow them out and then you place approximately a quarter of this in the hollowed out ciabatta roll. And voila, picnic salad rolls. And you know something? I think it needs a little bit of color. So hold on just a second. A little bit of paprika. Oh yeah. All right. So there we have it. Picnic salad roll from page 31 of Southern Living Cookbook for Two. I'm going to go away for a few minutes. I'm going to assemble the other three and we'll come back and I'll try them so you can see how I feel about how they taste. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Well, hello again, everyone. I'm back. I have assembled the 4 picnic salad rolls. They're kind of messy. I think the rolls that Audrey Stelly, who is the cookbook author for Southern Living Cookbook for Two, I think she was talking about those big round hard rolls that are deeper so you could get more of this mixture in there. But you know what? These actually work kind of fine. So I'm going to take one and take a little bite and see how it tastes. Okay, not bad. I think it's a tiny bit bland. So if you do try this recipe at home, you can write me, I can give it to you. I would add some spices. I did put a little bit of pepper on this. I think it needs more. So I would spice it up a little bit, but really for people who aren't into heavy spices, this is lovely. She talks about wrapping them up and taking them, on a picnic or taking them to work or whatever. But these are perfect for a good summertime. And because these are kind of a summery thing, I decided to pair them with some of my homemade limoncello. Oh, beautiful combination. So there you have it. Picnic salad rolls, page 31, Southern Living Cookbook for Two. I'm Tommy Hensel, and this is Table for One. Please visit my blog at tableforoneplease.com, and I will be back soon with another cookbook review. Until then, I am, as always, epicuriously yours. Cheers.